Today I'll be showing you how to build Magus Quarters on Massacre Hardcore Rifted Survival Wave 23 to 25. So for this you don't really need much rifted stuff, but you mainly just need the rifted ensnares and rifted DSTs. I like to build the DSTs first. Here are my stats. So, I like to go in the middle and place 2 DSTs facing the front, like this. Next, you're going to go on the left hand side, that's where I start, and you're going to angle it. The right arrow will line up with the stairs, right there. So these DSTs are going to go for the Goblin Copter Ogres, Wyverns, and everything that comes down that way, and help front once it hits that little, like right there. And you're going to place 3 right here. Same thing on the other side. These don't have to be facing perfectly lined up with the stairs, but they just need to do their job right here. Now just for this, I'm going to use a rifted buff beam, but you don't need these. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use a regular buff beam. Stats don't have to be this high. So I'm going to drop it on the back of this DST right there. And this is going to become a 5 DU, and it's going to hit the back of this DST right here. And they all should touch. Yep, all got armor. Next we're going to do the ensnares. The ensnares don't have to be big, they just need to be able to, mine are a little big for this, I don't know how this is going to work. I think, oh no, it's fine, okay. So you just want to have this end right here being somewhere in this general area, because it's going to help block with the wall right here. I tend to put them down here. Makes it easier so I know where I could just go get them. But you want them, so yeah, real quick, you want them in this general area, and that side is like hitting their spawns. Or close to their spawns, so that they have a longer time to reach your walls. Now we're going to do a 4DU walls on each side. I build them up here because for some reason it's harder for the enemies to hit them. I don't know why. There it is. Your walls are pretty important. You might want to make sure your walls have a lot of health. They don't need 9,000 fortified, but I would probably say roughly in the 7,000 fortified would definitely be good enough for this. Solo. Then you're going to want to upgrade your buff beam to max. You want to get, it doesn't matter what gem, I go to my apprentice and I do speedy. Next, you're going to upgrade these, all the DSTs to 3. I think it's 3. It's not 3, it's 2. Well, it looks like it will be 3. 2? Yeah. Okay. Next, and that's it. This is the build. So you mainly want to watch out for those ogres. You are able to kill the sirens if you stand only the side sirens, not the one up front. If you stand on this side of the DSTs where that pillar is, like these two, you can kill the sirens without them hitting you. The only downfall with this build is it's not really AFKable. So you do have to watch these walls right here on the sides because they don't get, the goblins don't get hit. Let's see if I can kill, there we go. It doesn't matter how much damage you do, if you shoot a siren, the siren will stay there. So what I like to do whenever I'm trying to level up a character on the map I prefer is Promenade, I have me and my buddy, he will go up and shoot, he'll kill the sirens down below, and up at the top crystal I'll just sit there and spraying with the level 1 character, just keeping the siren there so that he can have more time to kill the rest. Shoot that one. If you do want to kill that one, just hop down here and you'll be fine. On the higher difficulties, or maybe even this for you, if you're just starting to get higher end loot, if you do want to kill the sirens, because this works for rifted and non-rifted, if you want to kill the sirens, they drop the best, out of what I've noticed, they drop the better loot out of everything. So just going around killing sirens on each map, like Summit or Glitterhelm, Promenade, Royal Gardens even. If you kill the sirens on those, they drop a lot of really good loot. A lot of the builds that we do with 4 people look almost the same as this, but the only difference is we tend to like the second person with a striking gem, so we have more DU to build like some killing towers, because right now we just have the DSTs. On this map, when we do like 2 or more people, I tend to have that I'm in a party with of these. If it's with randoms, I use this. But if I'm in a party and they have striking gems, I tend to have a snare on the other side with an electric aura. So when those little guys right there, the little goblins, they don't come up and hit your wall. But you're gonna have to be careful because of the ogres. The ogres don't get stopped outside of their spawn. Now, to be honest, I don't think you really need the walls. Now I'm thinking about it. If you have enough damage and snares, you can get rid of the walls and place 2 electrics on either side. But I don't know how that... You might have to make them small. Remember, there's tons of builds you guys can use. It's just, these are the ones that I use all the time for solo. Because to me, they're most efficient. And it gets the job done. It's gonna max get these guys up to 4 stars. There we go. Just ready up. Because if you watch the DST, they go after a certain order of enemies. So they go after, like, the little goblins are last on the list. You got goblin copters are first. No, genies are first, goblin copters, sharkins, spiders, mages, ogres, I think it's something like that. It's been a while. I just never really focused on it anymore. Now definitely if you're using your apprentice, no enemies, and if you're shooting just in the first couple minutes on each wave, a couple seconds on each wave to clear out those little guys, and your apprentice boost, you should be fine. I think after we get through this build, we're gonna have some more complicated builds. Tornado Valley is okay. Highlands takes forever. What's after? No, yeah, Rampart. Rampart is just a little complicated, but it's easy enough. I'm just gonna ready up so that it goes faster. Throne room is super complicated. You want to make sure you have a certain amount of range on your auras for the build I use. And then what's up to Endless Fires is okay. Arcane Library, we're trying to figure out a good build for 4 people. Right now I'm using a messed up thrown together build, which is somehow works really well, but it's not going to work for beginners. My range on my DSTs is far enough where it can reach with a striking gem, of course. And we got, what else is there? Roller Gardens, that's okay. One that's gonna be, I have like 20 builds for is Promenade. I love it. It's the map I used to farm on. I'll show you guys 2 of the main ones we use. Promenade and Summit. Summit's good. Summit's really fun. The solo build is somehow works, but the 4-player build that we use, and then the multiplayer build is not. That is super complex. So I'm gonna probably have to build it twice and merge the videos so you guys can see, because you definitely need Rift to heal. Well, you don't need the healing aura, but I recommend it. You don't need Rift or Strength Drains, but I recommend it. Those are 2 of the things we use. But we use Rifter Walls, Rifter Buff Beams, Electrics, and Snares, and DSTs. And Healing and Strength Drain. My Strength Drain is a hybrid, so I'm able to take a hit from the boss and be able to survive. Flitter Helm is decent. I will be showing a build for mixed mode too, because mixed mode and survival are very different. A lot of my mixed mode builds do not have walls. And they only use 1 Rifted Tower, which is insane. And that's only for the genies. But yeah. So that's Magus Quarters completed for you guys. The pieces you get from this are primitive. You get primitive gloves. Oh, okay, that's good. Primitive gloves, sorry. And you get a militia helmet. If you guys need help with anything, please check out my Twitch. Metal Dragon 132. I stream Monday through Saturday, 5 p.m. until I head off. And we're always helping people. We're running Summit Survival Wave 23-25 for people who need it. It's every day. You don't have to have anything. Just gotta, hop in and stay away from the DSCs. If you die, it's okay. But yeah, it's Magus Quarters for you guys. Catch you later.